Well, would you rather get a migraine or have a stomachache or have too much wine?
Wine? I'd ask you to stay, Jennifer, but I don't want your company.
I am not company.
See you at 8 o'clock sharp for the meeting.
I'm not moving till you tell me what's wrong.
Fine. I'll leave.
Do I have to call Rosanna?
Trust me, Will, this has nothing to do with you.
So is it Mom? Because one thing the doctors keep telling me is that, you know, I have to live my own life. I can't let how she feels affect me.
Well, I absolutely agree with that.
But Paul doesn't?
Paul feels very responsible for what happened to Cabot, and he's a little afraid, not for himself, but for me. He doesn't want anything else bad to happen to me.
But you asked him to marry you, which means you're willing to, you know, put up with us, and you get who he is.
I adore you. And the more I get to know Jennifer, the more I think that we might be able to be friends someday. It would never be a burden having you in my life. It would be a joy having you around.
But Mom's a different story.
Your mom is a very strong person, and I respect that, but she has a lot of problems, and I don't understand that. She's hurt me. She's hurt her own children, and I would just as soon not have anything to do with her, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to be around you or your sister.
Or Paul. You know, one thing he keeps telling me is that I have to live my own life. Well, if I can do that, why can't he do that?
Maybe it's easier said than done. Anyway, we'll figure it out.
You know what?
What?
Why don't we try to beat Mom at her own game?
What do you mean?
I have an idea, and I think it could help both of us.
If you were mad at Mom, you'd be throwing things. Unless it's not Will, is it? She hasn't done anything to Will.
No, not today. Well, not yet today. At least not today that I know about.
So nothing's happened.
Something will happen. The woman is like a dark, poisonous mushroom cloud over everything. She never goes away.
So it is Mom. Well, you know, whatever she's done, you don't have to keep it inside. You can talk to me. If you can't talk to me, you can talk to Rosanna. And, okay, I don't mean to intrude. I know, growing up in this family, having Mom invade every part of your life, you want your privacy. And what I said before about calling Rosanna, I was just trying to get a rise out of you, but Paul, I know that she cares about you. And I thought that maybe if you hadn't talked to her, that maybe you should talk to her.
Jennifer, don't do this.
I'm worried about you, Paul.
You shouldn't be worried about me. I'm fine.
No, you're not. I haven't seen you like this, really, since Cabot died. And you always used to be able to talk to me. I just don't understand the silent treatment.
Rosanna, you were expecting someone else.
The butcher. I ordered a pot roast. What are you doing here?
Your art supplies, as promised.
What did she say happened? What is your problem, Paul? This has got to be the dumbest move you've ever made.
Will somebody please tell me what's going on?
Rosanna asked Paul to marry her, and he turned her down.
But I thought you loved her.
I do. So much so that I don't want to subject her to the kind of chaos that follows me around. She deserves more out of her life than that.
Why won't you marry Rosanna?
It won't work, that's all. This is not a topic that's open for discussion. What's up with that? You're all over our lives. Well, it's different.
How?
I'm the oldest, and I say that this conversation is over.
No, it will be as soon as you give us a straight answer. Now, is this because of me?
Why would you even think that?
Well, Rosanna did sleep with my boyfriend, and I was pretty angry, so maybe you think I'm holding a grudge.
That's brilliant, Jen. Anything else you want to say in front of our little brother? It's okay. I already knew. What? You guys argue. I listened. There's a lot of stuff I know. Really? Like what?
Well, don't change the subject. Now, why won't you marry Rosanna?
I can't. I can't. It's okay, Paul. You could say it. Everybody knows. It's because of me. What are you talking about? You didn't want to marry Rosanna because you think I'm okay, but you're not 100% sure. I mean, what if you guys get engaged and I decide to flip out again, right? Well, listen to me. I
I have watched you over the last few weeks, and you're grown up, and you're not letting Barbara push you around anymore, and I know that you are never going to hurt anybody ever again, okay? Especially Rosanna.
I'm crazy about Rosanna.
Well, who wouldn't be?
Oh, then why won't you marry her?
Because of Barbara and James. Because of them, she lost her child. And I'm not going to subject her to a lifetime of hurt. I can't, I won't. Tell me you understand.
I understand. But I agree with Will. I think you're an idiot.
For protecting Rosanna.
And you think not marrying Rosanna is gonna keep Mom out of her life? Do you remember Mom? Big eyes, dark hair, steamroller.
As long as she thinks that Rosanna's interested in you and that she might take you away from
She's
her.
going to make Rosanna's life a living hell.
So you didn't protect anyone by turning down that proposal. You just deserted the woman that you're supposed to love. So there's only one thing left to do. Call that woman and beg her to be your wife.
And my child is dead because of you?
Oh, now we're down to it. You're trying to steal Will away from me, aren't you? Payback! You think I'm responsible for Cabot's death?
I know you're responsible for Kevin's death. You cost me my son. You don't deserve yours.
You can't turn Will against me.
You've already done that. Will knows what you're doing. That's why he asked me to come over here to bring you these things. He doesn't want you or need you in his life anymore.
Wrong. I know my boys, both of them, and they will love me long after you're nothing but a distant memory.
Hello?
Hey, it's me.
Hi.
Hi. I'm at home, and I was wondering if you could come by.
Sure, Paul. I'll be right there. Well, I'm going to leave you to your sketching. I hope you have a very creative afternoon. And if you need any more supplies, just call the number that's on the receipt. They deliver.
That you changed your mind, right?
You know what? Maybe you should order like an emergency delivery from the florist of her favorite flowers.
Oh my, that is such a, you know her favorite flower,
I have
right?
no idea. Get out.
Okay, we're going, wait.
What?
What if she changes her mind? What if she decides she doesn't want to marry you?
Yeah, you know what? After all, you did dump the girl.
I didn't dump
And
any.
girls do have their pride.
I'm gonna count to 10. If you guys are
You know
still
what?
here.
Just don't leave it up to fate, okay? You have to be proactive about this. None of this whatever happens, happens. It only
One.
works sometimes, but you have a lot of backpedaling to do.
Fate. Huh. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for coming.
I never
really
should have
sorry.
proposed like that.
You're sorry that you proposed?
No, the last man I asked to marry me was Craig, and look how well that turned out. No, next time I'll let the guy make the first move.
The guy? What the... There's a guy.
Well, you know, the guy who puts the toilet seat down and remembers every anniversary and doesn't care that I can't have babies.
I could be that guy. So this guy... Can he have a murdering father and a psychotically possessive mother?
He's got baggage,
Okay.
definitely. But I have baggage, too. I've got a lot of baggage. And, hopefully he'll, want to share that baggage with me. He'll, share everything with me.
So you think you've met this guy?
Well, I thought I had. But I don't know. Have I?
Maybe we need some input.
Input.
Yeah, you know, a sign from something bigger and greater than both of us. I mean, something that would assure us that being together is our destiny.
That sounds like an awfully big sign. Where would we find this sign?
Okay. Pick a card.
No.
Okay, I'll go first.